Hello loves, it's your girl Lynn here, aka Pink Vintage. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and for stopping by my channel. This bag has been on my wish list for several years. Let me turn this down a little bit. This bag has been on my wish list for several years. This is a Fashionphile purchase, and I did just get an item from Saks as well, so I had two orders that came in at the same time. This is the Harmonious Velvet Fire. This perfume smells so good. It smells like a boutique. It makes your home smell amazing. And what I do is when I'm in my beauty room or my closet room, I'll spray in the air and then I'll walk underneath it so that it's not overpowering on me and so that my room still smells good. This has a really great throw and it lasts all day. So sometimes I'll go in my room maybe hours after I've sprayed and it still has that lingering fragrance. I'm going to use the ink pen because my letter opener is literally outside in my work van. And so this is my item, Fashionphile, and it's not the greatest thing to use an ink pen, but hey, you know, I've learned from working in HR over several years that a pen will suffice. I used to use my nails and then I started breaking my nails. So I was like, let me always use a letter opener or an ink pen to open up my boxes. I've used a fingernail file as well. And for those of you ladies, see, I was almost about to revert back to what I used to do, but I wear press-ons, and so it's so easy for them to pop off. They usually last for a little bit, over a week, and at that point, I'm always redoing them anyway. And I'm recording from my laptop, so I can't finish opening it and get back on it. So I have to completely do it. It's like these little threads in this tape, so let's start from another end. That way I may be able to better do it. But yeah, you guys, I've had this bag on my wish list forever, it seems. And Labor Day, Fashionphile had all kind of specials. And I think they were doing $300 when you spend $15, and if you spend over $3,000 you get $600 or something like that. So oh my gosh, this is like, see, I had scissors the last time that I opened up a Fashionphile box. Now I see why, because this mug is tight. Okay, yeah, this is tight. So let's see. By the time I get in here, I'm gonna be so worked up to where I'm not even gonna have the energy to do the rest of the video. This is crazy. But okay. Whew. Oh my God. We're 4 minutes in and I'm just now getting the box open. Yeah, so pretty much this has been on my wish list for a little while. When I was married, my ex was like, I'm gonna treat you to that bag. And yeah, I didn't stay long enough to get it. Thank you from the bottom of this box. And then of course the little confetti is so pretty, and everything is always packaged so nicely and wrapped up so neatly. I couldn't remember if this came with the box or not. I like my money where I can see it, hanging in my closet. And more confetti. And oh my gosh, you guys, that's my paper. This bag cost $6,000, and I literally, oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Ooh, it smells good. Okay, so I didn't get a dust bag nor box with this, which is okay. But I purchased the Jumbo Chanel in excellent condition, caviar leather, my authenticity certificate, Mona Lisa smile pocket in the back. Let's see if my phone will fit in here. I have an iPhone 14. Fits perfectly. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I own this bag, y'all. I cannot believe I own this bag. Alright, let's take a couple of pictures before I can, it's not like it's in a bag or anything, so I can take the pictures later. But look at this. Look at this bag. I've seen this bag a million times. Chanel Paris right here on the Gold Hardware. I've seen this bag a million times. The only reason that I bought this bag now is because it's affordable in comparison to going in the boutique and buying a new bag. I was going to treat myself to a new bag from the boutique, and they had a bag that was not even a jumbo. It was kind of like a wannabe jumbo, but it was $7,000. Let's see what the interior looks like. And see, the interior of this is all leather. The other bag that's in the store now had like a cloth interior. The hardware is no longer 24 karat gold, as well as the fact that it had like a CC on the back right here, and it had like a tall pocket, not the Mona Lisa pocket, but it had like a slit pocket cut in the leather, and it wasn't as deeply quilted as this. And when you looked at that slit pocket, it had two gold CCs right here, and the CCs were crooked, and I was like, I don't want that. And it was $7,000. So I was like, I would rather get a pre-owned. I'm gonna find a picture for you guys. I was like, I would rather get a pre-owned bag than a brand new bag, only because I do not like the quality. So I did love the big chain. That's the bag right there. I did love the big chain on it, and I love the large CC, which had a vintage look. But the quilting being that big and everything being more spread out, it kind of gave it a fake look. Like if I wasn't in the boutique purchasing it, I would have thought that it was fake. This has Chanel made in Italy, and I love the ones that say made in Italy. And then it has the zipper pocket in the back, and there are two CCs on the zipper pull. And then on the other side of the zipper pull, it says Chanel. I'm already in love with this bag. Yeah, this is a piece that I plan to keep in my closet forever. In the back pocket, I do have my authenticity card, which is how you know that it's an older version of the bags, because they don't do these. Well, I didn't see them inside of the bags I was looking at in the store. But that's in the back zipper pocket. And then right in front of the zipper pocket, there is a slit pocket. And there's nothing inside of the slit. It's so dark. Even though this is like the sunniest, it's like 3 p.m. so it's still sunny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And what I've learned from researching bags is that when you have the two holes beside each other, that means that it's a single flat bag. With a double flat bag, they are facing one another, so it will be a hole here and a hole here. And I wanted a single flat because I wanted to get in and get right to my things. Plus, I didn't want the heaviness and the weight of it. For some reason, the leather in here looks a little warped at the bottom of the bag. But there is a... Oh, okay. All I had to do was like pull it over and just kind of smooth it out, but you can see that wrinkle right there. And down at the bottom there is a sticker, so it has a little code on there. Now, I've never seen the bags with the codes in there. My vintage bags didn't have codes in them, so hopefully they were real. If not, I sold them to Fashionphile, so they would have told me if they weren't real. But this is so dope, you guys. Like, this is my first $6,000 Chanel bag. The bottom looks amazing. It was listed as excellent condition, which was why I purchased it. They had several jumbos in caviar leather in this particular, you know, design. Some were worn, and I don't mean any harm, but I'm not spending $3,000 or $4,000 for a bag just because of the name and the label with it being worn. Like the worn bags that I saw, I would have had to take to the Chanel spa, fingers crossed, and pray that they would take it and that they would, you know, revitalize it. And then I didn't even know how much that was going to cost me and how long I was going to have to be away from the bag. With all that, I would just rather spend the $6,000 and get one that's in excellent condition, which is pretty much new. So I do want to see what fits inside. So I do have a few things right here that I'm going to try, and my Birkin is in the other room. I would run and grab it, but I'm going to do a second video to compare these two. So these are the two treats for myself this year, and now I'm sitting here like, oh my god, I almost didn't buy this bag. I almost did not buy this bag. I went to New York, bought my Birkin, tried on a Chanel, and I left Chanel there, but they were the vintage ones. And of course the Birkin trumped my decision, because for a new Chanel flat bag, it's the same cost as buying a new Birkin bag in store. Actually, probably a little bit more. So I thought about the Chanel the whole time that I, you know, came home with my Birkin, and I was like, I'm gonna go back and get that. That is my medium agenda. Now, if I was just running out of the house with my medium agenda and my wallet, then I would carry it. But this is not something that I carry in my bags for the most part. So that was it laying down. This is it standing up. So it fits kind of sort of standing up, but predominantly gonna be at home. So let's grab a couple of things and see what we can fit in here. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I got this. Okay, so the main 5 things that I carry in my bag, and I'll just throw one more thing in here. So let's see. Now, this is a bag that I got from Sephora. You all have seen this bag 1,000 times. It's like the Sephora Ziploc bag that you can put stuff in. So I'm going to be taking a road trip soon. So let's see. Yeah, that even fits. And this is just sample perfumes in here. But when I take a road trip, I have, as you can see in the back, sleep mask. And I put little travel size goods in there. So that fits perfectly. Let me put that back in my bag. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. Okay, so here's my makeup bag that goes in there. My YSL wallet, which kind of, even though it's a darker and this is like a different it's supposed to be the same, you know, skin, but it's a different quilting pattern, and the stitches are more prominent on here. Both in gold hardware. So let's see, put that in here. And I love the fact that I don't have to like stand stuff up. I can lay it down. So my mini pochette in the front, key pouch in the front, and my hairspray. This is Parfums de Marly. These are the 5 things outside of my cell phone. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so happy with this bag. This is, I can't believe I bought this bag. finally. And it's not even super duper heavy. And for the most part, my cell phone is probably going to be in this back pocket here. But I just feel like I have arrived with this bag. Like, I'm not even lying. I'm not even playing, y'all. Like, when you've had something on your list since you were a little girl, like it wasn't a Chanel jumbo, but it was like a really nice brand new Chanel bag that I've been wanting for years. And I always put my house first, my children first, or oh, I need to pay my credit cards off, I need to do this and that, which of course are the best, smartest decisions. But now that I'm in a really good place financially to where I can afford to lavishly treat myself to the things that have been on my list for a very long time, that I've oohed and ahhed over and I've settled for less than, I can honestly say this feels good, and it feels good to be able to, do it. Now, I will give advice to anybody who's wondering, and I don't think I flipped it around from Fashionphile. I just showed the certificate side of it, but it's from Fashionphile. I'll give advice to anybody who wants to hear it. Pretty much, if you want something, let's say you want this bag, and it costs, I think brand new, all of the Chanel's are like $13,000 and crazy prices. But let's just say you want something that costs, I'm gonna say $6 because that's what I paid for this, and you see a couple of different bags and they're like 25 or 3 or 4. My advice, after being in the fashion industry, as far as being a consumer, being an influencer, having a consignment shop in Atlanta, which is, a fashion headquarter location for the Southerners, I would say don't settle for what you don't want just to say you got something in that particular category or from that particular designer. Save up your money for what you want. And Fashionphile offers a reserve, and you can do like a 2-month reserve, and until you can afford to get what you want. Now, let's see, I paid, if I wanted to, I could have put it on reserve, and I could have gotten it, let's see, where is it, I could have put it on reserve, and I could have gotten it out in like October or something like that. So yeah, so all I will say though is it just feels really good to get what you want. And let's do the cost per day so we can know. So for 365 days in 1 year, you would spend $16.43, we'll say $16.44. So if you save $16.44 for every day for a year, then you can treat yourself to a $6,000 bag. If that's what you want. Don't get things just because other people have them, they look good on. Like, I see a lot of bags like the Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis and different other stuff that I always thought I would want, and then when I got in the store and tried it on me, it just wasn't my judge, which is what I love about Fashionphile. They have a 15-day return policy. So if this would have gotten here and I would have been like, oh, I don't love it, or even now, if I change my mind, I still have a return time frame as long as this tag is not taken off. If you do a reserve and you return, because I read the fine print for the first time when I bought this bag, if you do a reserve and you return, whatever your down payment amount is, the minimum, you do forfeit that. They keep that. That was something that I didn't know because I had never reserved an item. I just always buy what I want. And I haven't bought a lot of stuff from Fashionphile. I think I've maybe bought 6 times or 7 times over the course of like 6 years or something, which isn't a whole lot. With my most recent purchases being the most, and listen to that leather. Oh my God, listen to the chain and the leather, the squeaks. And I was reading somewhere and watching a documentary, I think, where Hermes actually does the work in their facility, so that the craftsmanship, so that you can hear the sounds when you turn and do the buckles and everything. They love that. But this sound to me is just everything. This is one bag that I hope to keep in my collection forever, you know. And I would love to be able to pass something like this down to a family member. I love it. It's just so classy and classic. And if you make $16 an hour, guess what? Save 1 hour's earning for 1 year, and there you go. So don't think that you can't afford something. I've found a way to finesse my budget back when I was younger, you know, and I wanted certain things. So just a little bit of motivation, not to come on here and make a person feel like they gotta have something, but if this is something that you aspire to, don't think that it's outside of, you know, you being able to obtain it. And I have some little Kate Spade trinkets that I ordered too. They came from UPS also for my dog. She got a Kate Spade leash, and I got a Kate Spade little jewelry travel case. But yes, guys, this is my new jumbo, so you're going to see her all the time because she's going to be a staple piece in my collection. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and namaste.